you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Ralph Marston. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sami Awad and today I'll be a representative of the Statistic and Demographic Report company, Statista. Today, I'll not only be discussing with you the various impacts that social media can have on one's life, but I'll also be going in depth as to the continual influences that social media posts can have on one's educational and professional careers. But before I dive deeper into that, I'd like to provide some background. Since their launch in the early 2000s, social media platforms such as Facebook have gained over 2.7 billion users. 2.7 billion people connecting with each other around the world. 2.7 billion people sharing with each other their academic achievements and their accomplishments. And yet at the same time, 2.7 billion people sharing their difficulties and strifes in life. The expansion of social media has come to the degree to where today, thousands of universities in the US alone can be found to have made their own social media accounts, such as Columbus State University of Georgia, Tulane University of Louisiana, and even Harvard University, all of which share the intent of expanding their reach for students in order to provide brighter futures through educational opportunities. Now, if we were to take a look at the demographics page of Instagram's users, we'd see that approximately 30% of Instagram's users fall under the 18 to 24 years of age category. This emphasizes how approximately 1/3 of Instagram's users fall under an age category of typical university applicants and university level students. Now, back to the matter at hand. With demographics like the ones previously mentioned, one can't help but to ask themselves the question, can the social media posts of these millions of students worldwide possibly reach the attention of university admissions? Well, to demonstrate the answer for this question for you all, our team at Statista reached out to varying universities across the nation, such as Columbus State University and Tulane University. And prompted with the question, can social media posts influence the acceptance or admission of students in your institution? The executive director of admissions at CSU, Gary Bush, stated that with their 40,000 plus students admitted in their institution, it would be unrealistic to conclude that they have the time or the resources to go through the social media accounts of each and every single one of these students. However, Bush did state that should a concerning social media posts come to the attention of the CSU board, this can not only result in the revocation of an acceptance, but this can even result in these students being placed through CSU's Create Care system, which is a system in place to deal with disciplinary actions towards students when necessary. And prompted with this same question, the executive director of admissions at Tulane University stated something similar, and that in the last year alone, several students have not only been placed on probation, but have lost their admissions altogether at the hands of these concerning and negative social media posts that broke Tulane guidelines. However, if we were to take a look at the other side of this two-sided coin that is social media and education, we see that it's not all doom and gloom. For when prompted with this same question, the assistant director of admissions at CSU, Taylor King, stated that social media posts of great academic achievement can lead to, and I quote, various opportunities, such as internships or recognition from the institution. And to the life of a student, this recognition can mean so many things. But this recognition can not only lead to internships, but it also has the potential to lead to scholarships as well, and an overall boost for one's potential for a brighter future through educational opportunities. Now, everything that's been discussed thus far has all regarded to social media and one's educational career. But what about one's professional career? Can something as small as a social media post really impact something as huge as job opportunities in the future? Well, our team at Statista searched for an answer to this question. And the answer that we came up with is LinkedIn. Now, although many of you may already be aware of what LinkedIn is, for those of you who are unaware, LinkedIn is a social media and social networking platform that puts its focus on networking the careers of its millions of users. And all one must do to enroll themselves in LinkedIn is make an account, describe themselves and their achievements on that account, and generally make posts of their day-to-day professional moments. And statistics have shown that over 122 million people have found job interviews as a result of their LinkedIn profiles. And of these 122 million, over 35 million of them have actually attained jobs and have been hired as a result of their LinkedIn profiles grasping the attention of employers. Now, statistics aside, I'd like to provide an example of how social media platforms like LinkedIn have changed the professional careers of those around me. 1 year ago, I had a family friend who was studying in the field of biomedicine in university. And despite his great achievements, both in high school and university level achievements, he was struggling to find a job in this field and was thus struggling financially as well. It wasn't until 6 months ago, when one of my relatives recommended that he enroll himself in LinkedIn, that he was able to expand his search for employers. And as you would have guessed, 3 months later, he was finding himself lined up with various job interviews from several employers who all caught their attention in his LinkedIn profile. So conclusively, ladies and gentlemen, what you do today can improve all your tomorrows. So connect. Take pride in your achievements and share them. Students and adults around the world today must take advantage of the social media gift that has been provided for them, in order to not only gain the hope, but the potential for all of their tomorrows in education and profession to be improved. Any questions?